20 questions, 13 contestants. I am the Kitsune and welcome to Quizwatch Free. I have once again quizzed Overwatch players for the third time, so let's dive straight in and meet the contestants.
Hello, I'm Sofia. I am one of the people on Twitter who likes to draw Sombra and Genshi together. I've been playing Overwatch since late 2017. And my socials are Fia Draws on Twitter and SaberFia on Twitch.
Hey everyone, it's Zenofy from Overwatch Cavalry, and today we're going to be answering a few Overwatch questions. So, I've been playing Overwatch since the game launched in 2016, so you'd hope I'd have a decent amount of knowledge stockpiled by now, but it also means that I'm getting old, I'm reaching young status, so I don't know how much of that I've actually kept in.
Hello, I am Epic Edster. I have recently escaped from the fog, and I am glad to be here for another round. Hopefully, I get a better score this time.
Hi, I'm Bunnimoni. I've been playing Overwatch since 2017 and I've been streaming it since 2021. You can literally find me on all socials if you just type in Bunnimoni. I'm on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I think I might be forgetting one. Just type in Bunnimoni and you'll find me.
Hi, my name is Uniwatch. I specialize on searching for voice lines in Overwatch and other miscellaneous stuff. I started playing Overwatch around October 2016, and I've been playing non-stop since then. I've been interested in joining Quizwatch because the last two were very interesting, and I wanted to test my knowledge of Overwatch, so I think this could be very fun.
Hello, my name is Mushroomiiee. You can find me on Twitter at Mushroomiiee, TikTok, and YouTube at Mushroomiiee. And I started playing Overwatch all the way back in the Overwatch 1 beta, whenever that was a while ago. So I've been playing for a long time and I've been keeping up with this game for just as long.
My name is Laurence. I go on Twitter by volskaya.txt. I've been in the Overwatch community to some extent since 2014, but I didn't actually start playing until the open beta in April of 2016. I actually started as a Lucio main, but I hadn't touched the character in so long. He's a completely different character to me now. So much has changed throughout the years. I do play a lot of Zarya.
Hello, my name's Voltic. I started playing Overwatch when Overwatch 2 released. My social is Volticamus on Twitter, and that's pretty much it. I was referred to here by Tenshi after someone dropped out, and I'm hoping to do better than some of my other mutuals who are also in the competition.
Hello, my name is Tenshi. I've been playing Overwatch since November of 2022. You can often find me at Silaprin Studios on Twitter, and I'm primarily known for making the little Minecraft plushies.
Hello everyone, and good Kirikokamoris. I'm the Kirikokamoris on Twitter. I've been playing Overwatch since, I'll say 2017. I have an Origins edition. I had to use a CD to install the game. That's how long I've been playing. So I just want to say thank you so much for having me. I am very excited about this. I do feel like my knowledge is a bit rusty because I've been studying for university, but I'm still excited to be here. And I want to wish everyone good luck and kira kira bee!
I am Slorple. I was in Quizwatch 2 where I got 5th place. I started playing Overwatch Christmas of 2018. I have a YouTube and Twitter, both of which are at Slorple. I'm really excited to play in Quizwatch 3 and get 3rd place.
My name is Andre. I've been playing Overwatch since 2016, and my socials are Winstillionaire for Twitter and Instagram.
Hello, I am Dr. Aisher. I'm the Overwatch physics guy. I science stuff. I began playing Overwatch in Season 2 of Overwatch 2, Rematra release. And I'm that kid share on Twitter.
Hey, you see that thing there? That is my Discord. For free to go join it. And to make things different, I decided to ask the contestants on who they think would win this Quizwatch.
Honestly, I think Mushroomiiee has a really high chance of getting most, if not all, questions correctly. He's really on top of all that. So, you know what? I think Mushroomiiee is probably going to win this.
Oh god, there are a lot of good people on the list for this episode, but if I had to guess anyone, I'm gonna go for Mushroomiiee, just because I see that guy all the time on Twitter, and he's always finding like super cool and, you know, hidden stuff. So I think this guy has just got a naturally gifted Overwatch brain, so I hope he wins.
I think it's Mushroomiiee because they know, like, I've seen their posts on Twitter a lot, and I know they know the Overwatch lore really well. So I think they have like the best shot of winning, in my opinion.
I know for a fact that I am not going to win by far. However, I know exactly who will. Zenofy, the GOAT. Did I pronounce that right? I don't know. But Overwatch Cavalry, come on. We come to Overwatch Cavalry for the answers. So he should be able to get all of them right.
I believe, who's going to win? Me, obviously. JK. I actually am not sure. I'm voting for my friend Laurence, and if Laurence doesn't cut it, I'm going for Winstillionaire because Winston means together strong.
For who I think is gonna win, well, I was talking to my good friend Volskaya Laurence, and I'm gonna go with Winstillionaire. I love that guy. He's doing great stuff. I'm voting for him.
I'm gonna support my GOAT, Winstillionaire, because I know if anybody knows, it's him.
Personally, I think Tenshi will win because Tenshi knows quite a lot about lore and such, so we'll see.
I don't think I'd win. It would be really nice, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So my bet is on Mushroomiiee. Like, Mushroomiiee is so good with the lore. Like, my bet is on Mushroomiiee.
Out of everyone on the list, I think Uniwatch will win.
I think that I am gonna win because I am born of perfection and I am a perfect being in every way possible, which includes knowledge in Overwatch. And if I do get any questions wrong, it's not my fault. It is just the universe sending me to the right path. Thank you and good night.
I'm gonna say it's Laurence. I think Laurence has got this one in the bag. Shout out Laurence. GOAT, my GOAT. Love seeing you on my timeline.
Question 1. What does Toki, the name of Diva's mech, translate to? A. Bunny. B. Robot. C. Pinky. Or D. Starcraft.
All right, it's pretty easy for me. I've taken Korean lessons, so I know that Toki means bunny in Korean. So it's A.
Now, I know the answer to question 1 already because I know what Diva's logo looks like, and her ultimate icon is a bunny. So I'm going to have to go with A, bunny.
Since Diva's whole thing is like rabbits and stuff, like she has like a whole rabbit motif and she talks about rabbits, I'm gonna assume Toki translates to bunny.
I see you're keeping it very easy for the first question. Obviously, it's A, bunny. Come on. Who do you think you're asking here?
I believe Toki is Korean for bunny.
I am gonna go with A, bunny.
I think this one is easy. This should be bunny, which is option A.
I am going to guess A, bunny.
Toki translates to A, bunny.
Okay, so this is like, obviously I will know that it's bunny, but also I feel like it's slightly not fair because I do speak some Korean and Toki just means like rabbit or bunny.
Toki, the name of Diva's mech, translates to bunny because that's why she has bunnies as her logo.
So Toki translates to bunny, so I'll pick A.
What does Toki, the name of Diva's mech, translate to? I'm gonna say bunny, because the bunny logo. Bunny everything, really.
And the correct answer is A, bunny. Question 2. What program was Farah defending in a secure facility in Egypt? A, the Bastet Defense Program. B, the Sekhmet War Program. C, the Osiris Control Program. Or D, the Anubis Rogue Program.
Okay, I'm gonna go with A, but that's only because I think Anna, her mom, has a skin that's called Bastet. This is just a guess.
Okay, this one is a little harder, but I do think I know this one as well. I know it's not the Bastet defense program because that's got something to do with Anna, so I don't think that would be related. I don't even know how to pronounce the second one. And C sounds really cool, so it should be called that, but I know that the god AI is called Anubis, so I'm assuming that's it.
I am not well versed in Farah lore, so excuse me if I'm absolutely wrong, but I'm gonna assume the Anubis Rogue program.
I'm gonna assume that it's D, the Anubis program. I see Anubis, and that is what's making me think it's that. I could be entirely wrong, but you know.
The program Helix was defending in Farah's comic, and overall, is the Anubis Rogue program. A big name in the Omni Crisis.
I wonder. It's on the tip of my tongue. Perhaps D, Anubis?
The answer to question 2 should be D, the Anubis Rogue program.
Okay, so I think I know this one from voice lines, and I'm pretty sure it is D, the Anubis program, because I think I heard somewhere someone saying she was Anubis's jailer.
Farah was defending D, the Anubis Rogue program.
She was defending the Anubis Rogue program.
I believe that Farah was defending the Anubis Rogue program because that's what's in both of the Egypt maps.
My memory isn't the best, but I believe the program Farah was defending was the Osiris control program, so I pick C.
What program is Farah defending at a secure facility in Egypt? They are defending the Anubis Rogue program, D.
And the correct answer is D, the Anubis Rogue program. Question 3. Where was Hero 45 first teased, not counting the Overwatch spotlight? A. Reconciliation, the Ramatra comic. B. Arena Victoriae. C. Rialto. D. The Haunted Masquerade game mode.
Okay, I do remember distinctively that there was some Easter egg in the new stadium map, the Arena Victoriae map, with like, I think it was like a poster and it was a sword. I think that was the first time that Vendetta was it called, teased. So okay, I'm gonna guess B.
This is a good one. I obviously, have to post a lot of Overwatch news on Twitter, so I'm always there when heroes get teased and stuff, so I know the answer to this one is B, Arena Victoria.
I remember a few months ago when Stadium came out, people saw a poster of her in the arena, so I'm gonna go with the arena.
I'm pretty sure that Hero 45 was first teased in the comic. Hero 45 is Vendetta, right? Imagine I'm just completely wrong. I'm gonna say the comic. Unless there was like some tiny little Easter egg in like Rialto or something. It's gonna be that, isn't it? But I'm gonna lock in with A, Reconciliation, the Ramatra comic.
Hero 45, now known as Vendetta, was first teased in a stadium map. That will be Arena Victoria.
This one is B. It's going to be in the arena in the stadium mode, so the Arena Victoriae.
Hero 45 or Vendetta was teased. I'm pretty sure it was on the stadium map, wasn't it? It was the arena. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm not even going to try, but I'm pretty sure it's the arena map.
Okay, so I know D is too recent for it to be it. I'm not sure what B really is. Reconciliation feels like it might be too weird of an area for her to be teased, so I'm gonna go with C, Rialto.
Hero 45 was first teased with Arena Victoriae, because that came out when Stadium came out.
Okay, this is tricky because, like, what do you consider a teaser? But I feel like it was the arena, right, where we saw the silhouette, the sword thingy.
Hero 45 was first teased in Arena Victoriae, if that's how you say it right, because her sword, I believe, was on that map, and so was like a poster of her or something like that.
Hero 45, I believe, was first teased in Arena Victoria, so I pick B.
Hero 45 was first teased in the stadium map, Arena Victoria.
And the correct answer is B, Arena Victoria. Everything mentioned, apart from Rialto, has something to do with her. Reconciliation showed us her silhouette, Arena Victoria showed us her banner as well as her weapon, and the Haunted Masquerade game mode gave us a black mask with a question mark. Question 4. Who is the smallest male character in the game? A. Ramatra, B. Junkrat, C. Torbjorn, or D. Hammond?
Okay, I don't know if this is a trick question because I know that Torbjorn is like one of the smallest, but I do also know that Hammond does have a model for his hamster form, so that one would technically be smallest. So I am gonna go with D, Hammond.
Now, I'm fairly confident that Torbjorn is obviously the smallest human in the game, but I do think that Hammond is probably smaller without the mech, so I'm gonna go with Hammond because he's a little hamster, right?
My short Swedish king Torbjorn, he's the smallest male character in the game.
So I know that Torbjorn is 4'7", and the reason why I know that specifically is because I'm 4'9", and the amount of times I've been compared to Torbjorn is really unfair, quite frankly, but it's gonna be D, Hammond, surely. He's a hamster.
Actually, that's a very tricky one. Because I guess if you're not counting mech, and that'll be Hammond. You didn't specify human characters, but Hammond is smaller than Torbjorn, so Hammond is my answer, D.
I'm gonna go with D, Hammond, because he's literally a hamster.
For question 4, the smallest male character in the game, we'd have to include Hammond, who is male, although he technically has nipples, so he's a trans king. Fun chicken fact, did you know that chickens can be transgender? It's caused by a hormone imbalance that causes hens to start exhibiting rooster traits.
Alright, so this is a trick question. Hammond feels way too on the dot for it to be correct, so I'm gonna use like logic here, I guess. Junkrat is canonically like 6'6", so I'm gonna go with Torbjorn.
The smallest male character in game is D, Hammond.
If you count Hammond as just Hammond and not his mech, then it's Hammond. Although, technically, not to fact check, it would be Bastion's bird, Ganymede. But my answer is D, Hammond.
The smallest male character in the game, I think, is Hammond, so I'll pick D.
Male doesn't necessitate it to be human, so I'm going to say Hammond.
And the correct answer is D, Hammond. Ramatra stands at 6'4", and the Nemesis form is 7'6" to 8 foot, somewhere between those. Junkrat stands at 6'6", while Torbjorn is the smallest human male character at 4'7". However, there is a reason I said Hammond and not a Wrecking Ball, because Hammond himself is Pikachu-sized, which is 1'4". Who was the first Stadium All-Star skin? A. Diva, B. Cassidy, C. Roadhog, or D. Juno?
Oh, this is tricky. I know that Diva was one of the newest ones, I remember that. Dude, I'm stuck between Juno and Roadhog. Oh, okay, I'm going to pick. I'm going to guess C, Roadhog.
Honestly, I'm shocked the answer here isn't Kiriko, knowing Blizzard, but it's not too far off, and I'm pretty sure the first skin that they did for Stadium was Juno.
I'm pretty sure it was Juno, because I do remember wanting to get it and it going away the next season that I tried to play Stadium in, so I'm gonna go with Juno.
I am pretty sure, see, I don't play Stadium, but I'm pretty sure it's D, Juno, because Juno gets all the skins. That's my main reason. And I know I'm going to be right.
The very first Stadium skin was Juno.
The first one was for Juno in like season 16 when Stadium came out, I think, or close to it.
Okay, I don't really pay attention to Stadium All-Star skins at all. I think this was Juno. It was Juno or Diva, but my gut feeling is Diva came later, and it definitely wasn't Cassidy or Roadhog. It was one of the girlies, so I'm just gonna roll a die and say that it was Juno.
Stadium is not my forte, but I know for a fact Roadhog isn't it and Cassidy isn't it because Cassidy's just came out. I'm split between Juno and Diva, but I'm leaning more towards Juno because Juno just seems like she would have one, so I'm gonna go with Juno.
The first Stadium All-Star skin was D Juno.
Oh, I know that one. It was Juno.
The first Stadium All-Star skin was D Juno.
If my memory serves me right, I think the first Stadium All-Star skin went to Juno, so my answer is D.
Question 5. I'm pretty sure the first Stadium All-Star skin was Diva.
And the correct answer is D, Juno. Question 6. Juno is a character in Overwatch and a name of a song by what singer? A. Doja Cat. B. Pink Panthers. C. Sabrina Carpenter. Or D. Dua Lipa.
Oh my god, this is one of my favorite songs. It's by Sabrina Carpenter. That's C. I love that song.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've listened to the entirety of Pink Panther's discography, and I know it's not her, so that whittles it down to the other three. But I'm pretty confident that it's either Doja Cat or Sabrina Carpenter, because I feel like they both would call a song that. But I'm gonna guess Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter is who I want to say because I remember a long time ago seeing Juno as a title on one of her songs. So I'm gonna go with Sabrina.
Made me wanna make you fall in love. A late at night I pick it. Obviously Sabrina Carpenter. Duh.
If I'm not mistaken, thank God for my timeline sometimes showing her up, I think it's C, Sabrina Carpenter.
I think this one is Sabrina Carpenter, right? I think. Maybe? I'm not a song guy.
Okay, I'm about to confess something to you. I don't really listen to pop music. I know all of these names, but I don't know who everyone on this list is. So I'm gonna do what you should do on every exam when you don't know the answer. Statistically, it's most likely to be option C, which I think is Sabrina Carpenter. So I'm gonna go with that.
I literally do not have a singular clue, but Juno sounds like just a song that Sabrina Carpenter would make. I don't have any reason behind it. That's just an entire guess from me.
Juno is a song by C. Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay, that is not a question I just expected at all. The answer is Sabrina Carpenter.
The Juno song was sang by Sabrina Carpenter, so my answer is C.
Sabrina Carpenter. I love Sabrina Carpenter. I love the song Juno.
C. Sabrina Carpenter.
And the correct answer is C. Sabrina Carpenter. Has literally nothing to do with Overwatch apart from the fact that both things have the name Juno. But here's a fun fact. Juno, the song, was released on the 23rd of August 2024, while Juno from Overwatch 2 was released on the 20th of August 2024. We are now on to the medium questions with question 7. What is the Shield of Retaliation the translation of? A. The Leonessa della Ritorsione. B. The Lupa della Ritorsione. C. The Lorsa della Ritorsione. D. The Lope della Ritorsione.
I'm pretty sure that it's B. La Lupa della. Don't make me pronounce that. Don't make me. But yeah, I'm gonna go with B.
Okay, this one is also quite tricky because I do not speak any Italian, but I know that the weapon charm in the game and in Haunted Masquerade was called La Lupa, so I'm gonna go for option B.
I think I have an advantage here because I actually live in Italy, so I'm gonna go with La Lupa.
It's B, La Lupa della Ritorsione, right? Because people called her La Lupa. So surely that's like the full version that no one's ever heard. I'm going to assume it's that. I do apologize if that is wrong.
The she-wolf retaliation translates to La Lupa de la Ritorsione.
One is, I think, B, La Lupa de la Ryerson? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's something like that.
If I remember what little Italian I know from Fallout New Vegas, I don't think it can be A or D because I think that's lion for A and D for fox. And I think Lupa is wolf because it sounds like Loba, and Loba from Apex Legends has like a wolf theme. So I'm gonna say this is B.
I am going to guess B, La Lupa, purely because Lupa was like very heavily associated with Vendetta for the longest time. It's like about the only logic I have.
The she-wolf of retaliation is the translation of B, La Lupa de la Retorsión.
It's very obviously B. It would be really funny if I just confidently was wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's B.
The she-wolf of retaliation is a translation of La Lupa de la Retorsion.
My pronunciation isn't the best, but for this question, I picked B with La Lupa.
What is the she-wolf of retaliation a translation of? I'm going to say it's B. I'm not going to pronounce it because I'm afraid I'll butcher it, but hey, shout out to the Italians out there.
And the correct answer is B, La Lupa della Ritorsione. Thank you to Penguino Fix for the help with this, and I likely mispronounced these. So I am very, 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 very sorry to all the Italians watching. Question 8. Which one of these songs aren't a part of Lucio's album Sympesthesia Auditiva? A. Hard Light Hard Time. B. Robot Afterfall. C. Heliotropics. Or D. The Millennium Anxiety.
Wow, what a question. Jesus. I have no clue. I'm just gonna go with my guts, and my guts are telling me C. Heliotropics.
I'm gonna be honest, I have never listened to this album. I know it's out on Spotify and stuff. I've just never actually, looked for it myself. So it could literally be any of these four. I've just got to guess, and I'm gonna go with Hard Light Hard Time because the others sound kind of like professional, and that one sounds a bit cliche. So I'm gonna go for that, but I have no idea.
I'm gonna go with Robot Afterfall because that just doesn't feel like a Lucio title to me.
Bloody hell. Okay. This is a complete guess. Oh God. I don't know. Which one of these songs I'm gonna say A. And that's a guess. There's gonna be a Lucio fan out there who wants to rip my head off. I am sorry. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. I actually don't know this one, so I'll go with D.
Oh, this one's hard. I don't remember off the top of my head. Maybe B, Robot Afterfall, but I'm not sure.
I'm actually pretty confident this one is also B because I have listened to this album several times. My music playlists are primarily soundtracks. That gives you all the information you need to know.
Just like the Juno question, I really do not have a clue, but if I had to go with one, I would go with Hard Light Hard Time just because that sounds like too on the nose for it to be real and on the album, I guess.
I have no idea regarding Lucio's album, so I'm gonna say C, Heliotropics.
Okay, this is genuinely hard. I looked up these in preparation. I feel like Hard Light Hard Time sounds like something he'd release. Okay, I'm gonna pick B, Robot Afterfall, because is Afterfall even a word? I don't know.
I've never listened to the full album, but I would guess Robot Afterfall, so my answer is B.
I have no idea, but I would guess it's D, because that title sounds sort of less optimistic than what Lucio's music would be by the title, but I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna say the Millennium Anxiety. Lock it in. I've got no clue what this could be.
And the correct answer is B, Robot Afterfall. And yes, for those that do not know, there is a real Lucio album that will be linked down below, so you can go ahead and check it out. Question 9. In an interview from the Xbox at Gamescom Broadcast 2025, Aaron Keller was asked by Bex Baum from Xbox On what his favorite alt voice line was. What was the answer? A. Heroes Never Die from Mercy. B. Ryujin no Ken Rukure from Genji. C. Yahi Parambastavik Dahe from Symmetra. Or D. Hammered Down from Reinhardt.
Alright, this is gonna be another one of me just guessing and hoping I'm correct. I'm gonna go with the Heroes Never Die by Mercy.
Okay, this one is also really hard for me because I was probably covering whatever news dropped during that broadcast instead of actually watching and listening to what Aaron Keller was saying on the desk. So I think B is the coolest one, but I have played with Aaron Keller before and I know that he played Reinhardt in that game. So I'm just going to guess that he's going to go for Hammer Down because he hears it all the time.
I'm gonna go with Symmetra's ult line here because I'm just going off aura. Symmetra's ult has the most aura out of all of these options, I think, so I'm gonna go with Symmetra.
Maybe this is just my personal opinion coming through, but I feel like out of all these answers, Genji's is just the GOAT. And Aaron Keller gives me that type of vibe as well. I think he'd with Genji's voice line.
I don't keep up with the interviews, but if I had to guess, I know for a fact that Aaron is a Reinhardt main, so it has to be D, Hammered Down.
Oh, I don't remember this one either. I'm gonna guess it's Reinhardt's with Hammer Down because I think Aaron's a Reinhardt main, or he likes to play Reinhardt, so I'm gonna guess that.
Aaron Keller might be a Reinhardt main. I feel like this was mentioned during a live stream offhandedly, and I don't think it's Symmetra's. It could be Mercy or Genji's, but both of them are so iconic to Overwatch. How am I supposed to know? I'm gonna go with D.
I'm going to guess A because that is just an Aaron Keller voice line. I don't know how to describe it.
I swear I've seen Aaron Keller play Reinhardt, so I'm gonna go with D, Hammer Down.
Okay, I genuinely have no idea. That is genuinely like a niche, deep cut question. I can see him being like, yeah, Hammer Down is my favorite. But on the other hand, like, if I was like head of a game and I wanted to promote it and somebody asked me this question, I'd choose Heroes Never Die. So I'm saying Heroes Never Die, but like, I have genuinely no idea.
If I had to guess, I would say either A or B, because Genji is probably the most iconic, and Mercy's kind of like, they use that one in like the marketing a lot, and it's quite popular, kind of like shows the name of the game kind of thing. I guess I'd say A, Mercy.
My best guess is Hammer Down, so I'll pick D.
What is the Overwatch game director's favorite voice line? I'm going to say it's D, Hammer Down. He seems like a Reinhardt guy.
And the correct answer is D, Hammer Down. Question 10. What Overwatch League team has this color palette? A. Toronto Defiant. B. Seoul Infernal. C. Shanghai Dragons. Or D. Atlanta Reign.
Okay, as someone who's never watched a single Overwatch League like video ever, I'm gonna guess Shanghai Dragons, and that's mainly just because I have the Sombra skin that she got from when they won one time, I think. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna go with C, Shanghai Dragons.
Honestly, all of the OG Overwatch League team colors are so iconic that I think I would recognize them all straight away. And because I don't recognize this one instantly, I'm gonna assume it was one of the ones that came in a bit later. And the only one that I'm not very familiar with is Seoul Infernal, but I do know that they were red and black, so I'm gonna go for them.
I'm gonna go with the Shanghai Dragons. I didn't know much about like Overwatch League teams because I only got into Overwatch recently, but that color palette seems like it would fit Shanghai Dragons most.
That's Shanghai Dragons, right? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not an esports person, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to go with B, Soul Infernal.
Oh, I don't really keep up with Overwatch League. It's either Soul Infernal or Shanghai Dragons. I'm gonna guess Shanghai off the top of my head because I remember them the most.
It's been so long since I've thought about OWL, I'm just gonna choose C because I'll always have positive memories of the Shanghai Dragons, even if I don't think that's the answer.
Okay, so I don't know a lot about Overwatch League, but I know the Toronto Defiant, I'm pretty sure, did not have them. I want to say either Soul Infernal or Shanghai Dragons. I'm going to go with Soul Infernal B.
The Overwatch League team that has this color palette is C, the Shanghai Dragons.
I never paid attention to the Overwatch League because, like, I don't know, it wasn't my thing back then. I've seen the color scheme of, like, Atlanta Reign and Shanghai Dragons before, and it wasn't this. But I feel like Toronto Defiant should have more white in it. Like, if my team was called that, I would have, like, more white in the color scheme. So, Soul Infernal?
My greatest weakness, Overwatch League. It looks very dragony. I could see that colour palette being given to a dragon, so I'll say C, Shanghai Dragons.
The Overwatch League team that had this color palette was Soul Infernal, so I'll pick B.
I'm thinking Shanghai or Seoul. I'll go with Shanghai Dragons. Why not?
And the correct answer is B, Soul Infernal. All the teams have red within their color palette. Toronto Defiant is a blackish grey, red, and a white. As you can see on screen, Soul Infernal is, well, as you saw, red, black, and gold. Shanghai Dragons is red, yellow, and blackish grey. And finally, Atlanta Reign is mostly a maroon, white, and a bluish grey. Question 11. In Season 19, Anna had 4 stadium pillars removed. What were they? A. Artsy Dartsy, Fountain of Soothe, Nanonade, and Falconeer. B. My Turn, No Scope Needed, Dreamy, and Venomous. C. Tactical Rifle, Sleep Regiment, Timeout, and Your Full Potential. Or D. Your Full Potential, Artsy Dartsy, Nanonade, and Comfy Cloud.
Looking at all of these, I'm just gonna have to go with A. So Artsy Dartsy, Fountain of Sooth. Oh my god, I cannot read today. A, letter A.
Okay, this one is very tricky because I actually have not played Stadium since the season that it launched. So again, this is a complete random guess here, but I'm gonna go for B.
I don't pay much attention to Stadium because I don't play it, but I do remember one of my friends who made Anna saying that Timeout got removed at some point, I think, so I'm gonna go with C.
Oh wow, I don't have a clue. I don't play Stadium, and I don't think I've ever even played Anna in Stadium. I'm gonna guess B.
I wish I play Anna more, or I even memorize some powers of heroes I don't play. Okay, so Nanonade is not one of them, I know, because that's like a constant in every Anna game. I think the 4 that were removed were C. The ones in C.
I don't play Anna in Stadium very much, so I don't really remember this. I'm gonna guess B, just completely guessing here, because I have no idea.
So I'm looking at all these, and I've never touched Anna in Stadium. This is basically the first time I'm seeing a lot of these names. However, if the questions are written like how I would write them for a student's exam, I think the answer is going to be A or D, because both A and D, if I'm reading this correctly, have Artsy Dartsy.
So I've kind of narrowed it down to that. However, I don't really think Fountain of Soothe would be something that Anna would have. It doesn't sound very Anna-like, so I'm gonna go with D. But honestly, it could be either.
Again, Stadium is not my forte, but I did actually just play on in Stadium yesterday, and I'm pretty sure Nanonade was a power. So I'm mostly using process of elimination. I'm going to go C.
Anna's 4 stadium powers that were removed, I'm pretty sure were C, tactical rifles, sleep regimen, timeout, and your full potential.
I'm gonna say D.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna say B.
The 4 stadium powers removed were Artsy Dartsy, Fountain of Soothe, Nanonade, and Falconer. So my answer is A.
I'm gonna say it's C for this one. I'm not too sure. I can't quite recall.
And the correct answer is C. Tactical rifle, sleep regiment, timeout, and your full potential. Question 12. In Vendetta's hero trailer, who is she playing chess against? A. Gabriel Reyes, B. Gerard Lacroix, C. Antonio Bartolotti, or D. Akande Ogodimu?
It's her dad, right? So that would be C. Antonio.
In this one, I'm pretty sure she was playing against her dad, because I know the hero trailer goes into, the story about her dad getting shot by Reaper. So I'm going to go for C, Antonio Bartolotti.
I'm pretty sure she was playing chess against her father, so I'm going to go with Antonio.
I'm Antonio. I'm just gonna go with C.
She was playing chess versus her dad, Antonio Bartolotti. Talon head, and yeah, he's pretty much dead. Rip Antonio.
This one's easy for me. Antonio. Yes, Antonio himself.
This one's pretty easy. That's her dad, so the answer is C. That's Antonio.
I didn't even think she was playing against anyone, but if I had to assume, I'd guess Antonio, because, she was only, 5 years old or something, so that would be, the most logical guess. I don't think she's playing against Doomfist then.
In Vendetta's hero trailer, she's playing against her dad, C. Antonio Bartolotti.
Wow, these questions are very up to date. It's definitely C, no questions asked. It's C.
She's playing against C. Antonio Bartolotti.
In Vendetta's hero trailer, she's playing chess against her dad, Antonio, so my answer is C.
Who's playing chess against her father? So C, Antonio.
And the correct answer is C, Antonio Bartolotti. Question 13. Kiriko's Kira Beam voice line is in reference to A. Gundam, B. Hatsune Miku, C. Shoujo manga/anime, or D. Magical Girl manga/anime.
Okay, it would make sense that it was a reference to Magical Girl anime, because yeah, duh. But I'm gonna be difficult, and I'm gonna say Hatsune Miku because of that one song where she goes Miku Miku Beam. I really love that song, so no, you know what? I'm just gonna go with that. I'm just gonna go with Hatsune Miku. There you go.
I thought this line was added with the Street Fighter skins, and the fact that that's not an option has really thrown me off here. But I'm pretty sure I also saw it being used around the time that Dokiwatch dropped in a lot of memes and funny tweets and stuff, so I'm probably going to go for D, Magical Girl anime.
As someone who used to watch a lot of Magical Girl shows, I know that the Kira Beam voice line is definitely supposed to reference Magical Girl stuff and Magical Girl abilities, so I'm going to go with that.
You know what? I didn't even clock that could be a Hatsune Miku reference. I'm gonna hope it's a Hatsune Miku reference because that'd be pretty cool.
That will be the Magical Girl genre. I think it's because it literally came out in season 16, which was Magical Girl themed.
I think it's in reference to Hatsune Miku, right? Just the Miku Miku beam thing.
This one is B, I think. I don't really remember why, but I think it's because I got into an argument in somebody with a Discord server over it. I'm pretty sure this is a Miku reference.
I do not know. If I remember, I thought this came out in the My Hero collab, but I could be wrong, I guess. Gundam doesn't make sense. I don't see her referencing Hatsune Miku. I think it's Magical Girl, so D, I hope.
Kira Beam, I'm pretty sure, is a reference to D Magical Girl animes.
Now I genuinely feel like I'm in an exam. Quizwatch is magical girl based, so I'm D. God, imagine if I really think I get this specific question wrong. That would be so embarrassing.
Kiriko's Kiriko Beam voice line is a reference to Hatsune Miku going Miku Miku Beam! 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 Miku Miku Beam!
Look, if I get this wrong, don't come for me, but I've only heard Hatsune Miku say it, so I'm gonna go B, Hatsune Miku.
And the correct answer is D, Magical Girl Manga/Anime. Kira Beam is Kiriko's best voice line, but is in reference to Magical Girl Manga/Anime, because Kira is an onomatopoeia which translates to sparkling, glittering, and twinkling, which is often used in Magical Girl stuff. The Hatsune Miku song Magical Cure Love Shot, which was popularized by the 1, 2, 3, ready? Miku Miku Beam! And some people mistook the Kira Beam voice line to reference the Hatsune Miku song. But the Hatsune Miku song in itself is kind of a reference to Magical Girls with a portion of the lyrics. But yeah, question 14. What is the name of Farah's father? A. Sam English, B. John Colorado, C. Samuel Rodriguez, or D. Matthew Murdoch?
I know his name is Sam, but I don't know if you're trying to trick me with the Samuel thing. But I'm gonna go with A. Sam English.
I know it's Sam, I just don't know whether it's Sam English or Samuel Rodriguez. If his name was English, I reckon I would know, because I'm also English and I feel like I would have made some dumb joke about that by now. So I'm gonna go with Samuel Rodriguez.
I'm not really sure. I'm not well versed in Farah lore either, to be honest. So I think I'm just gonna go with Sam English.
I'm answering this question wrong on purpose because just seeing Matthew Murdoch really made me lol for some reason. And I love Daredevil, so I'm gonna say D, Matthew Murdoch.
It's really funny, but his name is actually Sam English.
It was easy for me too. It's Sam English. He's a weird guy. It's Sam.
Hell yeah. It's the dad who produced the accident baby. His name is Sam English.
Okay, well, I'm gonna guess Matt Murdock isn't one. I feel like I remember some kind of thing somewhere saying B. John, but I don't know. But also, I don't know anything else, so I'm gonna lock B and hope for the best.
I'm gonna say that the name of Farah's father is A. Sam English.
It's A. Sam English. Finally, a question I can answer with 100% confidence.
I believe it's Samuel Rodriguez.
My memory's rough on this, but I would say the name of her father is Samuel Rodriguez, so I pick C.
Farah's dad? John Colorado sounds like it has personality. I'm gonna go with that.
And the correct answer is A. Sam English. And now we're on to the hard questions with question 15. As of season 19, what role has the most mythic skins? Weapons are included. A. Tank. B. Support. Or C. Damage.
This is a bit difficult because, okay, I'm gonna just rule tank out. I don't think tank has it, but I know that support and damage both have really high amounts. I think damage has more weapon skins, but I think support just has like both. Okay, I'm just gonna be basic. I'm just gonna go with B, support.
This one is also quite tricky because I feel like they've released a lot of mythic cosmetics recently, but we all know how much they love support players and Kiriko and Mercy and stuff, so I'm gonna go for B, support.
I think it's DPS because I remember for a couple of seasons we were just getting DPS mythics back to back to back. So even if like supports do get a lot of attention recently, I feel like it's more DPS. So I'm gonna go with DPS.
Upon first glance, I'm just going to assume support because overall, support do just get that little bit more favoured. But I don't actually know. Let me do a quick think. I think it might be support. I think it is support.
You will think it's support with how many support skins we get on the regular, but it's actually DPS. Because supports it's 7 versus DPS. DPS is 8. Genji, Tracer, Hanzo, Ashe, Reaper, Widowmaker, Sojourn, and Junkrat. 8.
Don't know this off the top of my head, but I'm gonna guess, based on including weapons, that it's gonna be the DPS.
I think support is like the most profitable role for them. Without counting, that would be my guess. It's definitely not tank. So I think mythic skins is probably support.
All right, well, I can definitely tell you that tank has the least. I mean, I just want to lock C damage. 'Cause, I mean, they have the most in the roster, so it makes sense for them to have the most mythics.
As of season 19, Damage C has the most mythic skins.
Okay, let me calculate. It's either damage or support. Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely damage. It's definitely damage.
I would say damage.
The role with the most mythic skins, I think, would be support, so I pick B.
I have no clue. I'm gonna say support because support gets everything. It's B.
And the correct answer is damage. In total, DPS has 13 mythics, those being Calamity Empress Ashe and Lead Rose Ashe, Blazing Sunsetter Cassidy, Cyber Demon Genji, Unreal Hanzo, Cyber Fuel Junkrat, Anubis and Steel Death Reaper, Ultraviolet Sentinel, Sojourn, Deliverance Soldier 76, Adventurer Tracer, and lastly, Spellbinder and Damn Chance Widowmaker. Question 16. As of season 19, Lucio has multiple interactions in which he asks people their favorite animal. How many of those animals are mammals? A. 21, B. 19, C. 22, or D. 20?
What? How do... That's a good question. That's actually a really funny question.
Miko.
Damn. I'm gonna go with D, 20. Guess I know a lot of them have like a lot of them actually have sea animals and insects. So I'm sticking to it. D20. Haha, get it. D&D, whatever.
I know the heroes give a lot of niche answers, so I'm actually inclined to say this is going to be a pretty low number. I'm just going to go out on a whim and say 20.
Shoot, I only remember a couple of these interactions because I don't really get that many Lucios in my games anymore. But I think I'm going to go with 21.
This is also a guess. I'm going to say 19 because I feel like I don't know if he asks every single person in Overwatch. Like, I don't think he does. So I'm just going to say 19 since that's the lowest number.
That's a tough one. Because you have Echo, who's a repeat, and then you have generic ones like, say, Doomfist or Reaper, who wants to eat anything, or Doomfist, who says whichever is strongest, but he says they're starlings. I believe it's 19, if you count Echo.
So this one's hard off the top of my head again, too. I'm gonna say 19? Maybe? 19.
I've never even thought about this. I'm just gonna choose C. 22. We'll say 22 are mammals.
I don't even have any logic on this one. I'm just gonna guess somewhere in the middle and say 21 and move on because I don't have a clue.
I'm gonna say A, 21 are the amount of favorite mammals.
Okay, I genuinely have no idea. The fact that like Ramatra and Yata both said ants, and then Ari has llama as her favorite. I'm wondering, is there even enough for like 20 answers to be mammals? Like, I'm between 19 and 20, but I answered B too much already, so I'm gonna say it's D20.
This is a very deep cut question. I have no idea. I'm just going to say 20.
I would say the amount that are mammals is 20, so I pick D.
How many are mammals? I'm gonna say 20.
And the correct answer is D, 20. And I will quickly go over all the mammals mentioned in Lucio's voice line interaction thing. Anna has a caracal. Bastian says an elephant. Brigitte says a Siberian tiger. Cassidy says a tapir. Well, describes a tapir. Doomfist says whichever animal is the strongest, and that is the African bush elephant. He doesn't say that it is the African bush elephant, but Googling the strongest animal gives you the African bush elephant. But Doomfist also likes starlings, which is not a mammal and is a bird. Freya is a stilt. Hazard is a unicorn, which makes sense, he is Scottish. Iari is her llama, Juno. Junkrat is a guinea pig, which he would call Melrose. Juno is a horse, specifically a real horse. Kiriko is a fox. Mercy is German for squirrel, which is this word, and I'm not going to pronounce that because I forgot how to. Orissa is a puppy. Farah is a really big dog that are used to ward off bears, and I'm not sure which species of dog that is because there's a lot. I meant breed, not species. Reinhardt is a rhino. Soldier 76 is a Jack Russell. Sojourn is a leopard seal. Torbjorn is a moose. Winston says humans. And Zarya says a Flemish giant rabbit. Question 17. Which one of these ingredients aren't a part of Sombra's Sopa Azteca recipe? A. Diced avocado. B. Fire roasted diced tomatoes. C. Ground cumin. D. Pastilla chilies.
The infamous Overwatch cooking book that I don't have. Oh no! I'm gonna guess A, diced avocado. Yeah, I'll go with that.
I forgot the Overwatch cookbook even existed, but I have never really had Mexican food before, so I have, again, no idea what this could be. Just guessing C.
The only thing I know about Sombra and what she eats is that one interaction with Mago where she gets angry at him over like some pizza recipes. So I have no idea here. I'm just gonna go with fried roasted diced tomatoes. I feel like she'd say that.
Ground cumin. I'm gonna say C, ground cumin.
The cookbook. I have no clue. So based on vibes, it's Mexican, so it has to be spicy. I believe it's the C.
I don't know. Maybe diced avocado?
Also, no clue on this one. I'm going with C again. Let's go for the cumin.
Just going off of some of the other ingredients here, the only one that sticks out as maybe not being a part of it is avocado. The rest sound like they can all be a part of Sombra's recipe, even though I don't know exactly what it is.
I'm gonna go with A. I don't think diced avocado is part of Sombra's recipe.
Okay, so like Overwatch cookbook, right? I'm gonna say diced avocado.
C.
A. Diced avocado.
Oh my goodness, I have no clue. Let's go D.
And the correct answer is C. Ground cumin. Question 18. Hero 45, aka Vendetta, kills how many people in her gameplay trailer? A. 8. B. 11. C. 9. Or D. 10.
Dude, I wasn't focused on that. I was focused on how pretty she looked. I can literally only remember Wooyoung, Junker Queen, and that she kills. Alright, I'm gonna go with C, 9.
I'm assuming she killed a lot of people in her gameplay trailer. So I'm gonna go with the highest number that's on this list, which is B, 11.
She went on a massacre in the gameplay trailer from what I remember, so I think I'm gonna go with 11.
I'm gonna guess a healthy 9.
I know Bastion and Ramatra died twice, so that's 4, 5 with Wu Yang. It's a team. They usually kill the enemy team twice. I guess 10, because double team wipe, that makes 10. Someone probably died 3 times, so let's go with 11.
I'm gonna go with 10. I'm not sure if we're including like the Omnic Gladiator guy at the beginning, but I'm still gonna lock in 10.
It has to be more than one, because you always need to kill the hero that got released before the new hero. They do that every time. That's a tradition that they have on Team 4 in the trailers, that the new hero always kills the hero that came before them. I think Bastion was the one. Yeah, the Illari was on her team. Wooyoung, Ramatra, she got him. I think she got Bastion, because Bastion always dies. Farah didn't die in this one, funnily enough, so we've got at least 3. Damn, we are nowhere close. I guess let's go for C again. I can't even remember. I think maybe Reinhardt was in that one? Okay, Juno, 5? Yeah, I'm still gonna go with C, but I got up to 5. Wait, are we counting the Junker Queen? Because then we're at 6. Still gonna pick C, though.
Okay, well, I know she kills Wu Yang and Junker Queen. The rest are a complete gamble for me. So I'm going to go with 9, because that just seems like the sweet spot for the amount of...
I did not watch her trailer, so I'm just gonna say C, 9 kills.
These are genuinely diabolical. Like, what do you mean I had to count? What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna say 8.
Vendetta kills 8 people in her trailer, so I'll pick A.
45, also known as Vendetta kills. How many people in a gameplay trailer? I'm gonna say 9.
And the correct answer is D, 10. 10 characters are killed in Vendetta's gameplay trailer, and they are Genji, Juno, Bastion, Ramatra, Wooyoung, Genji, Bastion, Juno, Ramatra, Junker Queen. Question 19. What Overwatch character was the first ability overview uploaded to YouTube on the 9th of December 2014? A. Tracer, B. Lucio, C. Bastion, or D. Reinhardt?
Dog, I was 10 when that dropped. Shit. I'm biased. I want to say Lucio just because I like the guy. Whatever. And I'm going B, Lucio, because I love that guy.
Tracer is literally the poster child of this game, so I'm assuming it's her.
Since Tracer is the poster child for Overwatch 1, I'm gonna say it was Tracer.
It's Tracer, right? Surely, I swear to God, it's between Tracer or Ryan. But Tracer's the cover girl, or was, rip. I'm gonna say Tracer.
I wish I knew. Lucio wasn't there. So it has to be... Bastion?
Guess here again, probably Tracer, maybe? Tracer or Bastion, I want to say.
I thought this was Symmetra, but maybe I'm getting it confused with something else. The thing is that I don't think it was Bastion. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but I don't think it was Tracer. Tracer's the easy answer. So, I'm gonna pick Lucio.
I'm pretty sure this one's Bastion, because I remember he's one of the most changed from his gameplay trailer.
I'm gonna say that the first ability overview uploaded was A, Tracer.
It has to be Tracer, right? But like, I'm thinking because like her origin story was a BlizzCon thing. So what if it was also where they showed her ability overview?
I'll go with my best guess and say Tracer, so I'll pick A.
Surely the first ability overview would then become the poster girl of Overwatch 1. It has to be Tracer, A.
And the correct answer is C, Bastion. And lastly, question 20. At the launch of Overwatch 1, Lucio had 0 Portuguese voice lines despite being Brazilian. What year and month was this changed? A, April of 2018. B, March of 2019. C, July of 2020. Or D, October of 2022.
I don't know. I don't know if I remember him having any when I started playing, and that was like around like before April. So I'm just gonna guess March of 2019.
I remember when they added these, and I think it was pretty early on. So I'm gonna go with A, which is April of 2018.
Since Overwatch stopped being updated at around like 2019, from what I remember, or at least from what I've seen, I think it was April of 2018.
I was playing at this point. I remember this happening, and it was quite early on. So April of 2018. Boom! I'm right. I know I'm right.
I'm pretty sure he got it around the same time as Symmetra started to speak her native language too. Symmetra, when was she reworked? I believe actually Symmetra got reworked again later. So I believe it's April of 2018.
Maybe 2018, I think.
This is another question I've got no idea what the answer is to. Let's go for C. It was July of 2020. If I speak it into existence, it will be so.
Again, this is one of those questions where I don't have even an ounce of an idea. But you know what? I'm guessing D because it'd be really funny if you only had one all the way up until Overwatch 2. That'd be extremely funny.
I'm gonna say that it was B, March of 2019.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that like it was changed with the release of Overwatch 2, which would be October 2022. I'm pretty sure it was not March of 2019. That is way too early. I remember how long people complained. And I remember this is like one of the changes that people like mentioned and were happy about, that he's finally getting like Brazilian lines. And I also remember like playing Overwatch Classic for the loot boxes and being constantly surprised by the got the beat. So it's like, yeah, October of 2022.
I'm pretty damn sure it was March of 2019, because I know for a while when I first started playing, it was December. Actually, no. July of 2020. No. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with B, March of 2019.
I don't know the exact month, but I'll go with March of 2019, so my answer is B.
April of 2018 is my answer, A.
And the correct answer is A, April of 2018. And yes, Lucio's voice actor Johnny Cruz doesn't speak Portuguese, so at the launch of Overwatch 1, Lucio had 0 voice lines. And before I end up things on my end, here are the scores of everybody that participated in this episode of Quizwatch. And also thank you for everyone who participated and everyone who has watched and joined into the series. Everyone's links will be down below because, well, I can't make these videos without them, and they are as much as this is my series on YouTube, that it's also theirs. So go check them out. Everyone that has been a part of this, thank you. Everyone that will be a part of this, thank you. And I have been the Kitsune, and I will catch you all